Hi, my name is Jerry Gutierrez, and the subject I chose for my project is the Erie Canal. First off, what is the Erie Canal? The Erie Canal is a historic waterway in the United States that connects the Great Lakes with the Atlantic Ocean via the Hudson River in New York. It was completed in 1825 and spans about 363 miles from Albany to Buffalo. The canal played a significant role in the economic development of the United States by facilitating the movement of goods and people, significantly lowering the transportation of goods, and contributing to the growth of cities along its route. What was the economic impact of the Erie Canal? The economic impact of the Erie Canal was profound. It significantly lowered the cost of shipping goods, which in return it reduced prices for consumers and increased profits from the producers. This was made in New York City a major part of the commercial center. The canal also stimulated the economy by encouraging the growth of towns and cities along its route, leading to increased trade and commerce. Additionally, it played a crucial role in the westward expansion as it provided a reliable transportation route for settlers and goods moving to and from the interior of the country. What were the challenges of the Erie Canal? Well, one of the challenges of the Erie Canal was engineering difficulties. The project required innovative engineering solutions to deal with varying elevations, including construction of numerous locks and aqueducts. The next one was labor shortages. Finding a significant workforce was challenging to them, and many laborers were immigrants who worked under the harsh conditions of what they had to do making the Erie Canal. The next one is financial constraints. Funding the people was a major hurdle, requiring substantial investment and financial risk of making this Erie Canal again. The next one was the environmental obstacles. The builders had to navigate through dense forests, swamps, and rocky terrain, which slowed progress and increased cost of making the Erie Canal. The fourth one was political opposition. There was skepticism and resistance from political figures and the public who doubted the canal's feasibility and economic benefits, showing that people really didn't know what this canal was going to do, showing that people thought it was going to be a fail, be a benefit, and it wasn't going to be a benefit. And lastly, a very big one was the maintenance issues. Keeping the canal operational required ongoing maintenance and repairs, which added the overall cost and complexity of the project, showing that there was too many repairs going on, showing was this even going to work, but really it did. Like I said earlier, when this happened, there was the economic of the growth of New York. The growth of New York played a significant role in this canal, as it made it grow, made New York grow, made it what it is today. First of all, the economic hub. The canal turned New York into a city of major trade and economic hub. Goods from the Midwest could be transported to New York Harbor and then shipped to international markets, making the city central point for commerce. Two was the overall population growth. The economic opportunities created by the canal attracted people from all over, leading to a significant increase in population in New York. Immigrants and workers flocked to New York for jobs and business opportunities, contributing to its rapid urbanization. 3. Industrial development. The index of goods and people spurred industrial development in New York. Factories and businesses sprang up to process and manufacture goods, leading to further economic growth and job creation. Next, of course, with this getting built, there's always going to be some negative consequences. unintended consequences was the environmental impact of this game build. The construction and operation of the canal significantly altered natural waterways and disrupted local ecosystems. It led to deforestation in some areas and changed the landscape, which had long-term environmental effects. Number 2, social displacement. The social displacement was the rapid urbanization and economic changes brought by the canal sometimes led to displacement of local communities. Native American tribes and smaller farming communities were particularly affected as new towns and cities developed along the canal route. For another reason was economic disparities. While the canal brought prosperity to many, it also created economic disparities. Smaller towns and rural areas that were bypassed by the canal often suffered economically as trade and commerce concentrated in canal towns and cities. Next, there was also a huge role on the westward expansion because of the Erie Canal. One amount of them was facilitating movement. The canal made it much easier and cheaper for sailors to move westward. Before the canal, transporting goods and people over land, it was costly and time-consuming. The canal provided a direct water route from the Atlantic to the Great Lakes, significantly reducing time travel and expenses. 2. There's also economic incentives. By providing reliable and efficient transportation route, the Erie Canal boosted trade and commerce. This economic prosperity encouraged more people to move west in search of new opportunities and land. 3. Agricultural development. The canal led farmers in the Midwest to easily transport their products to eastern markets. This access to larger markets made farming more profitable and encouraged agricultural development in the Western territories. Now we'll be talking about the social and cultural changes that the Erie Canal had brought to the mainland. One of them was, like I said earlier, transportation and communication. The Erie Canal revolutionized transportation and communication, making it easier for people to travel and exchange information. This connectivity helped to break down regional isolation and foster a sense of national unity. Number 2 was population growth. Like I said earlier, what it did to New York and everything, the canal facilitated the movement of people, leading to population growth in towns and cities along its route. The migration contributed to the development of new communities and expansion of existing ones. Number 3 that I have on the list is cultural exchange. As people from different regions and backgrounds traveled and sailed along the canal, there was rich exchange in cultures, traditions, and ideas. This melting pot of cultures fostered a more diverse and vibrant society, meaning that all these cultures were now moving around the Erie Canal, showing that just like cultural expansion, showing new cultures, new everything, and bringing in everyone's new vibe to the picture. That was a great thing of that was another cultural change it brought. And lastly, the economic opportunity is a big one, the main one probably, about the Erie Canal. Well, the canal created numerous economic opportunities, attracting workers, entrepreneurs, and businesses. This economic boom led to an improvement in the standard of living and rise of the middle class in the canal regions, proving that this canal, more economic market economic opportunities because the waterways, everything. This was a success, and that is all for my presentation. Thank you, and have a good one.